Hey everybody, it's Rebecca back with another video, and today is Monday, so it's time for the Monday Mr. Money Mustache motivation. But before we get into that, I just crossed the 300 subscriber mark. Yay! So if you are new here, thank you so much for subscribing. And on my channel, every Monday I like to pick a blog post from the Mr. Money Mustache blog, and I'll read from it, and then I'll link to the whole blog post in the description box below if you want to go there and check out the entire post and look at the comments that people have posted on it. I love the Mr. Money Mustache blog, so I just share it here on my channel. And actually, the blog that I chose to read today, I'm trying to go somewhat in order chronologically since I've started doing this, and the blog post today ties in perfectly with the collab that Baby Steps Brad put together and everyone uploaded yesterday. So if you haven't checked out that video, then give it a look after you get through with this one. And also a side note, I've been thinking about, since I just crossed that 300 subscriber mark, first of all, if you have a channel, post it down below. I want to make sure that I'm following everybody who is subscribed to me, and yeah, I'll follow your channel too. But also, I want to know if you do have a YouTube channel, have you told your personal friends and family about your channel? I have not, and I was actually considering doing that, maybe sharing it on my personal Facebook page, but I don't know why I'm hesitant to do so. Some of my close family knows about my channel, but I haven't told any of my personal friends. So I don't know. If you have a channel, have you shared it with your friends and family, and how was the reception? Was it a positive experience, or did you wish maybe that you hadn't shared it with them? Let me know down below. So for this quintuple M episode, the Monday Mr. Money Mustache motivation, I am reading from his blog post from May 5th, 2011. Get rich with profitable leisure time. If I could get paid for drinking coffee, if only. All right. Here at Mr. Money Mustache, the word leisure seems to come up quite a bit. This is not only because it is a classic and amusing old-fashioned word, much like fancy, but also because it is at the core of what we are promoting. It represents the freedom to do things that make you happy. But in our rich society, leisure time has become confusingly mixed with massive spending, partly because it is a natural human instinct to show off one's power and wealth, and partly because millions of clever companies are advertising to us every day that we need to buy their products in order to enjoy leisure time. So let's break it down logically. When you are not at work, you need to do something with your time. The possibilities are endless. You can eat and sleep and watch TV, which are very low-cost activities, but they can be depressing in large doses. So many higher achieving people take it up a notch and actually get off the couch. I guess I'm not higher achieving. I have a lot of couch time, ain't even gonna lie, y'all. They hop into their cars and head out to the shopping mall, the restaurant, the golf course, or the ski resort. Some hitch the power boat or the trailer full of ATVs to the back of their full-size pickup and head for the lake or the mountains. The added challenge of any of these activities over watching TV is invigorating, and it helps to make these people happy. Leisure. The only problem is that expensive leisure activities like these will burn off your money mustache, not to mention the polar ice caps, faster than you can say Louis Vuitton. What if there were a way to get the same happiness out of different activities? What if we thought about our leisure time as a blank slate on which to paint a picture of happiness instead of just a clean lake through which to drive our motorboat? It's easier than it sounds. The key is to make a list of all the things you think you might enjoy doing. I'll try it out right now on myself. Learning to fly an airplane, playing in the sparkling glacier-fed local creek with my son, surfing on Kauai's North Shore, someplace in Hawaii, I'm guessing, carving through the canyons on a silent bicycle, downhill mountain bike riding at a ski resort, renovating my own kitchen, picking out a new outfit at a high-end men's store, planting a garden, carving through the canyons on a sporty motorcycle, canoeing in the local lakes, mountain bike riding in the mountains at the edge of town. All of these things above sound fun to me, but now I can sort the list based on how expensive they are, cheapest ones first. Playing in the sparkling glacier-fed local creek with my son, $0. Carving through the canyons on a silent bicycle, $0 to $10 if you break up the cost of bike ownership across many rides. Canoeing in the local lakes, $0 to $10. Mountain biking in the mountains at the edge of town, $5 to cover round-trip car mileage. Planting a garden, $100 a year worth of plants and materials, averaging to $2 an hour of gardening. Renovating my own kitchen, $4,000 of materials, but actually a negative cost if you do a good job and eventually sell your house. Carving through the canyons on a sporty motorcycle, $100 if you average out motorcycle ownership, cost, and gas. Downhill mountain bike riding at a ski resort, $100 for transportation and lift tickets. Picking out a new outfit at a high-end men's store, $400. Surfing on the Kauai's North Shore, $200 a day. Learning to fly an airplane, $300 a day. Wow, reviewing the list, I see that there are already more than enough activities in the first half of that list to use up all of my free time. But they are just as much fun to me as the expensive ones at the end of the list, especially since I like things that are peaceful and give my mind a rest. And if you care at all about the earth, there are obvious advantages too. Many people where I live in Colorado have mountain activities as their default or only leisure activity. They typically visit sites that are 100 miles into the mountains, away from the cities at the base of the mountains where we live. At the IRS standard rate of 50 cents per mile, they are spending $100 per weekend on transportation on top of a restaurant meal or two, various outdoor gear purchases, ski passes in the winter, etc. The average mountainist probably spends $250 a month on the mountain habit. Let's compare a mountainist to a money mustachist. The money mustachist goes deep into the mountains only 4 times per year, but really makes the most of it those 4 times. For the rest of her outdoor leisure, she enjoys the closer locations that require minimal driving and no overnight condo rentals. Her average mountain costs are $50 a month. This $200 a month savings becomes $35,400 after 10 years with compounding. Yet both of these people get outdoors every weekend, enjoying amazing scenery and fresh air that would make most of the world's population jealous. As an expansion of this idea, consider hobbies that actually earn you money. If you like renovating or gardening, blogging to a big audience, or selling stuff on eBay, you can actually reverse the treadmill of leisure spending. For example, over a 5-year period in the early 2000s, I spent about a third of my weekends remodeling my first home. It was incredibly fun, and it got me started on the path to more serious house building work. But it also helped increase the value of this house after subtracting materials costs by about $50,000. I also moved out of this house and rented it out for 5 additional years, which brought some appreciation. All told, this hobby brought in about $120,000 over 10 years, and it provided countless hours of entertainment, which could have been spent in more costly ways like shopping or airplane flying. The mountains are amazingly beautiful, but so are so many other things, including the feeling of waking up on a Monday morning and realizing you don't have to go to work unless you want to, today or any other day. So make your own leisure list and share it with your fellow readers in the comments if you like. So yeah, that was a perfectly timed blog post for the favorite frugal spot collab that we put out yesterday. And like he suggests in the article, I took advantage of the close mountains around me and went somewhere close by and enjoyed a hike. And it only took, well, technically I did buy some new hiking boots, so I mean, you could factor that cost in there, but those hiking boots are gonna last me for years. So really the only cost for me was just the gas to get to the trailhead, and my little hybrid car, thankfully it doesn't use much gas, so that's a good thing. And as far as turning a leisure activity into a profitable thing that you can do, you know, obviously a lot of people do make money on YouTube, and while that was not my original intent for this channel, just the fact that I'm seeing it grow actually it's made me realize that it could actually be a possibility. So, you know, I would love for that to happen for this channel. If it never does, that's totally fine. I just put these vlogs up here because it's motivating for me. It helps keep myself on track. And it's fun, honestly, for me to look back and see how much progress I've made in a relatively short time. Because y'all, I mean, it kills me to know that my paychecks for the next 2 years, when I get them, technically they're not mine to keep. I have so much debt that every paycheck I bring in, I should put as much as I can towards my debt. Sorry, I have a wolfhound, Snoot, trying to get me to quit talking and play with him. So, yeah, I would love for YouTube to become monetized for me. So that's another reason why I was considering maybe I should share it with my friends and larger family. Let me know what you think below if you think that might be a good idea. At the very least, I might get a few more subscribers. And honestly, if any of my friends are motivated by seeing my own journey, you know, in America, finances are not something that's really talked about very much. It's a cultural thing. And I wish that it was more normal. Garrett, quiet. He has an antler. Sorry. Anyway, I wish that talking about finances wasn't such a taboo topic. Like, if any of my friends, if I share my channel and they follow along on my journey, you know, they would have no idea that I had so much debt that I've been trying to pay off. And, you know, maybe they're in a similar situation with debt. Most Americans have debt of some sort or another. And if they're inspired or motivated by my journey to get this debt gone and then learn about investing and building wealth, then, you know, that would be worth it to me. So right now I'm kind of leaning towards sharing my channel on my personal Facebook page and seeing if any of my friends want to follow along on my journey. So yeah, I will wrap up this video. It's getting a little bit long, so I will see y'all in my next one coming out tomorrow. I am going to talk about the February budget outlook. So I'll see you then. Bye.